What? No, battery's running low.
Pre-game.
Vision Source and Gaylord Eye Care are proud to be offering their services to local communities across northern Michigan. With locations in Gaylord, Boyne City, Bel Air, and Sheboygan, they're committed to serving you.
Not a bad look by Jones, but some solid defense there by Caroline Gilling. Even with the foul, it's still like the physical defense.
Yeah, it looks like they're doing the right things, just that finishing is not happening. But
at the line now, number 44, that's Ella Jones. Just shoot a pair of free throws. And like you said earlier, you want to execute on these early on. First one drops.
Now as a player, if I'm going against the press as an offense player, I'm and try to draw what I can.
Exactly, yeah, and that's the thing. I mean, you go inside a lot of these teams are maybe physical to a fault inside.
You definitely got to play the refs on that one. It's see what they'll give you, because some like a contact sport, some like a little bit more timid.
Nice spinning two there by Macy Beble. That was a good look, good execution. And we do have a foul there. Looks like that's going to be on number 2, Miriam Merrill. So Ironmen keep possession, or take over possession, and now we do have a timeout. We'll see who this timeout is. It's going to be a 30-second timeout, and we'll hear from some of our sponsors, Next Level Broadcasting.
Are you interested in building a new home or renovating an existing one? With over 100 years of combined experience, J&J Construction is one of the most reliable and respected general contractors in our service area. J&J is a trusted construction partner valued by architects, subcontractors, financiers, and most of all, their clients. J&J Construction has been completing quality homes and improvement projects that add value to the communities they serve. They bring a passion for innovation and a commitment to quality to every job they do. Call them today.
Hello, welcome back to Next Level Broadcasting. Brendan Morris and Daniel Powers joining you for what so far turns out to be a Snowbirds lead as St. Mary's hosting the Mancelona Ironmen. Mancelona trying to get across half court, that so far struggling with this full court press. As they move now, and Ella Schramm has a quick look, but the defense is good by the Snowbirds. Just over 3 minutes remaining in this first quarter. It's a 6-0 lead for the Snowbirds. Mancelona had some substitutions checking in. And early on, Macy Beble, she's had some good looks at the rim. Do you expect her to make some more shots as we go forward?
Definitely. I expect Macy and all the other seniors, because they're really playing their hearts out for their last year here. And Macy's always been a great athlete. Always been the Beble family's always been around St. Mary's. So,
right. I mean, I graduated. So I went to Mancelona actually. Graduated 2017, and I know there was Bebles when I was in school, and there still is.
They're everywhere.
So now we do have a substitution as
Emma Glasby back in for Caroline Gilling.
Gilling goes to the bench. Ironman trying to get an inbound. Got it off just before that 5-second count.
I'd like to see Ironmen slow it down here when they get more chances in the offensive end.
So now this is 23, Emily Anger passing it off to Ella Schramm. Ella Schramm tries to go baseline, can't find an opening. Emma Mosier up top. Now Alyssa Keel with it. Emily Anger with a 3, no good. She gets her own rebound, and that shot's no good as well. That was impressive, though.
Good hustle play.
Yeah, way to follow your shot. And actually, quick note, number 23, Emily Anger making her first game back from injury. So she actually ran cross country, had an injury during cross country, and she had to heal up, and now she's finally back in action. So now another inbound play here for the Ironmen. Ella Jones with it, guarded closely by Merrill.
Now, Brennan, they're getting shots up. They're just not finishing. That's going to be a big thing to look for.
And that shot in the face of defense, no good.
Kaylee Jeffers driving all the way.
Wick across.
Yeah.
That one is good by Kaylee Jeffers. Slicing the defense. Alyssa Keel with it. Ironmen move right to left. Ella Jones trying to break this press. Now Emily Anger with it. Doing a little bit better with this press so far.
Definitely get more used to it. They get more comfortable behind it.
One thing I am noticing, turning the back to the defense when you've got the ball, never a good move.
No, it takes away all your vision
Right.
there.
Shot is up. It looks like there was a foul on the shot. And I believe that might be number 32, Emma Glaspie. So now Ella Jones will go to the line for her second attempt. Missed her first two. We'll see what she does here with 2 shots. 1:41 remaining in the first quarter. I just know she's a left-handed shooter. That is,
Yeah, you know.
as weird as it is to say, when you're guarding a left-handed shooter, it is a little different.
Definitely throws you off a little bit. It's something to get used to in the game.
And neither shot falls again. Gets her own rebound, so the Ironmen not doing a bad job with getting their own rebounds. She just can't finish those shots. Now Snowbirds, they move across the court. That's Bevel with the open look, but she's going to take the smart decision. Tried to pass it inside to an open teammate. Off the hands of the Ironmen. They do keep possession, though. So Bevel has some good looks. Or she has some good vision. And almost took advantage of it there.
Now, so far, I mean, 8-0. It's still anyone's game here. No strong showings in the offensive end yet.
And hey, kind of taking advantage of that inside pressure and drawing the foul. Like
I think she heard me.
I think she did. I don't know if they have any headphones.
Wow.
That
And there it
one
is.
is good. Ava Schultz from 3.
Took a little knocking the rust off at the beginning, start of the game, but
Francesca Meter across court. Almost has it picked off, but now Alyssa Keel gets the pass. A nice move inside, off the back of the rim. Now under a minute to go, Macy Bevel.
kicks out to Jeffers.
Jeffers back up top to Schultz.
Oh,
no good.
Not enough on that one.
Possession is going to stay with the Snowbirds. You can see the call there by the referees. So far, calling a good game, I would say. The referees, it is tough sometimes at the high school level. You do have a lot more like traveling and fouling and whatnot, and so far a good called game. And Snowbirds have it, trying to set up an offense up inside. Schultz has the size advantage, kind of used it there, went up for the shot, got fouled. Quick discussion between the referees. It's Gordy Richardson, James Vanderveer, and Kent Bowman. So now 40 seconds remaining in the first quarter. 12-0. St. Mary's lead. So far, some really good looks inside by Macy Bevel. Ava Schultz now getting into a rhythm with that 3. And when you see a three-pointer like that, too, it really does get the crowd involved.
Oh, yeah, it gets the crowd, your team, everyone just get a lot more hype.
Right.
Brings that energy. Now, on Mancelona end, they're getting the shots up. They're getting through the press fairly well. It's just that finishing is going to be.
Right. And so there was a foul called. So now Ava Schultz will go to the line. Shoot a pair of free throws.
Just rolls out.
And checking in now for the Lady Ironman, number 12, that's Kaylee Morris. Schultz, no good with that free throw either. St. Mary's gets it, though, tips it back out. Schultz with it. Out of the hands of Bevel, but she regains it. Now Bevel taking her time, setting up the offense. Over to McKinley. McKinley to Schultz. Back to Bevel. Bevel with a quick look inside. Good.
Wow. That's the third one tonight by
And
good job by
yeah,
Bevel.
able to cross over the defense there. Get a solid 2-point. Solid 2 points. Now Mancelona trying to break this press. This has been the story so far early on in this game. Can they do it? So far, doesn't look like they can. Gonna hear from Pat Schultz. Doesn't want any fouls here. Just 4 seconds left. Try and keep defense in front of you. Hands up. Kaylee Morris with it now. Looks around. And she'll run out of time as that does it for the first quarter of play. 14-0 is the score. Snowbirds on top of the Lady Ironmen. We will hear from some sponsors. You're listening to Next Level Broadcasting.
Vision Source and Gaylord Eye Care are proud to be offering their services to local communities across northern Michigan. With locations in Gaylord, Boyne City, Bel Air, and Sheboygan, they're committed to serving you and providing a trusted source of credentials and expertise. If you're struggling with anything vision related, then don't hesitate to schedule a consultation and meet their friendly and experienced staff for yourself.
Halftime show. I'm Pat O'Connor, joined by Charles Strail, Daniel Smith on the camera tonight, Charles. And I mean, first of all, we got to say the swag. It's getting close to making me look good.
Play call from coach. It's 3rd and 6. Just on their side of midfield. Steenman's going to haul it up, and wide open downfield is Barrett, and he is gone. Check that. 2 ends off the left side. It's a toss to Backlund up the left side. Breaks one tackle. He's in. Enough. Chris Kashoniak looks up the middle to Cordy. It is complete. Great catch. Conrad Cordy. Nothing but green after the stiff arm. Touchdown Snowbirds. What a play. The snap is good. Hold is good. Kick is up. The kick is no good.
Hello, welcome back to Next Level Broadcasting. Brendan Morris, Daniel Powers joining you for the second quarter of action between St. Mary's, Gaylord St. Mary's and Mancelona. So far, 14-0 lead for St. Mary's. They've had a lot of good looks inside. And here's Macy Bevel with another look, and that's actually a good basket by Emma Glasby, who got the assist from Bevel.
Great vision there.
And now the Snowbirds get it back after the steal in the corner. McKinley, no good.
Oh, not enough on that one either.
Looks like you're going to have a pusher over the back there. That was by Bevel. And, yeah, Bevel moving inside well. Really good step, jab step to get the defense off her, being able to drive inside. Really good looks. And now she's been driving herself, taking herself a few shots. It's good that she's passing it off.
And as a defender, I don't know what to do there. You gotta watch out for her going to the basket or kicking it off.
Right.
Danger on either end.
Mancelona with the inbound. Kaylee Morris with it. She's guarded by Bevel.
It's a foul called on 14, Ava Schultz.
So now Mancelona will have possession.
Now this press, it's part of the girls' athleticism, but also Pat Schultz, his coaching, his conditioning, he's hammering this down at practice, and it translates to the game as we see here. Well, maybe not.
So far, it's been a good press. So they kind of let Mancelona get across that time, but still, Mancelona just kind of struggling with possession of the ball, being able to keep their dribble. And there's Kaylee Morris there, and she turns it over.
Intercepted by Jeffers.
Bevel, who now goes right side. Quick look to McKinley. McKinley's shot is up.
And
good.
a reason.
Three-pointer by McKinley. So now Schultz and McKinley both with a three-pointer in this game as they lead 19-0. Now the Snowbird JV had a somewhat of a blowout performance in their game. They were leading by double digits early on. Kind of same story here in the varsity contest. Schultz! Wow. Excuse me, that was McKinley. McKinley with another three-pointer, same spot. Mancelona just trying anything at this point to get across the court.
Almost with another one.
Now Schultz with the look, and that one's off.
Just too strong there.
Francesca Meter with it now, and we do have a timeout as expected. Coach Rob Wilcox for the Mancelona Ironmen trying to calm his ladies down and try and stop this streak. Now a 22-0 run. Snowbirds are on, and it's looking really good. Now, these shots are falling now. Some of those threes early on they took didn't make them, but now you're having back-to-back threes there by McKinley. And what's interesting so far is even when Mancelona does break this press, I'm noticing they can't deal with the defense in front of their face. What are you seeing from the defense at St. Mary's so far?
And just again, that athleticism, that conditioning, St. Mary's girls are ready to just put their hearts out in that court, and then once they're tired, they got back up ready to go in.
Right, and it seems like, yeah, so they have really good conditioning, but also they keep the defense, or they keep the ball in front of them. And it just seems like Mancelona just kind of doesn't have an option of where to go. They pick up their dribble, and then they're kind of stuck, and that's kind of what St. Mary's wants.
In the backcourt, see great ball sense, great times to jump, good interceptions. I don't know how to fight that as Mancelona right now.
Right. We'll see what Coach Wilcox for the Ironmen discussed in that huddle, as Mancelona will have possession. They should have this inbound play down pat by now. They've ran it a lot so far. Francesca Meter inbounding it for the Ironmen. That's Emma Mosier, and not quite a good pass off the foot. They're going to have to go back even farther, try and get across court. Ella Schramm with it. It's going to be a carry. And now St. Mary's with possession. So Ella Schramm, one of their better athletes on this team. She's going to obviously have possession of the ball quite a bit. Just couldn't handle it there. And now St. Mary's best ball handler, Bevel, moving it over. Good passing so far by the Snowbirds.
That's a great movement. Ooh, kicks it right back out.
Schultz in the corner, goes baseline. Schultz for two, and a foul. That's right, and one now. This lead got even bigger. And that foul, I believe, is going to be on number 52, Emma Mosier. And now at the line, trying to make a three-point opportunity, is number 14, Ava Schultz. So this will be one shot. And that was a clean shot, too. You really love the shooting motion of Schultz. Now Kaylee Morris with the fast break. She goes up.
Oh, just too much.
A little bit too much by the junior guard, and we go right to left. Bevel.
It's easy to get flustered on those fast break opportunities, especially at this point in the game. You're just trying to get something up there. And
what a shot right there by Glasby. She gets fouled. That's going to be another and one opportunity. Basket's good. Now she'll go to the line. Checking in for the Snowbirds. Miriam Morrell in for Jeffers. So now the pace really picking up for the Snowbirds. Are really getting into a rhythm.
Yeah, like we talked about, fresh legs coming in constantly.
Right.
Already picking up the defense. Picks up her dribble. That's
right. We've noticed that a lot so far. It's one of the number one no-nos in basketball. Can't pick up your dribble, especially when you're not even on the right side of the court yet. You gotta cross half court before you even think about picking up the dribble. And looks like we're going to be in the bonus now, because that foul will lead to Ella Schramm going to the line. First shot is up, and it's no good. So, yeah, there's a one-on-one opportunity. Ironmen keep possession, though. Emily Anger tries to shoot one up. That one no good. Now Bevel the other way. She's got it herself. Bevel good.
That confident drive once again.
Took it all the way from one end to the other. No problem. Ella Schramm with possession. That another close over and back.
Easy to lose yourself there on those in the press.
It's now out of bounds. And the size difference, there really isn't a huge size difference between these two teams. I mean, Schultz probably one of the taller players for St. Mary's. Emma Mosier and Ella Jones in right now for the Ironmen. Both sizable forwards.
A deep three.
Francesca Meter with it. Baseline, shot up, no good. Ball's moving around. Now the Snowbirds have it. McKinley trying to dribble through Ella Jones, and that's going to be a blocking foul. And with both teams now in the bonus, a one-on-one opportunity is going to be set up at the line for McKinley. Looks like one of the Ironman players, Emily Anger, having a conversation with the referees early on, trying to figure out. I like that pat in the back, too. Yeah. She just gave him. Hey, that's good sportsmanship.
One of my favorite hobbies as a player is just talk to the refs.
Talking with the refs, exactly.
They're here. They want to have a good time, too.
And that's tipped and stolen by Schultz, and she responds with 2 points. Ava Schultz so far one of the leading scorers on the Snowbirds team, and her and Bebel, kind of a good dynamic duo right now. Francesca Meter off the screen, passes it inside. It's going to be out of bounds.
Yeah, like you said, Bebel and Schultz just playing well off each other. Good chemistry there between them. They've
Really
played
good
together
pass.
for years now.
Right.
So
Yeah, noticeable difference in the chemistry between these two teams. Not to say Mancelona doesn't have any chemistry, but this Snowbirds team has been playing together for several years now. They've gone through the playoffs playing with each other, so a lot of experience.
I believe coming off a good volleyball season too, with most of the same girls.
Foul is going to be on number 33 for the Ironmen. That's Alyssa Keel. So now with both teams being in the bonus, this will now send number 24. That's Kaylee Jeffers. She'll go to the line with the 1-and-1 opportunity.
Emma Glasby subs in for Ava Schultz, the two bigs of St. Mary's.
Good to get Ava Schultz some relaxation time, get a breath in, some water. Shot is up, just short, no good. Lady Ironman now with possession. Francesca Meter looks inside to Alyssa Keel. Tries to back down the defender. She got a double team on her. That shot is up and no good by Emma Mosier. Now left side, splitting the defense. Jeffers over, and it's tipped.
A nice interception by 33.
That's Alyssa Keel, and she almost had a good save. We'll see where possession goes. Oh, they're going to call it a jump ball. Oh, no, they're actually going to they're going to give possession, so it will be with the Lady Ironman checking in for Mancelona. It's going to be number 12, Kaylee Morris, checking in for Alyssa Keel.
Looks like Pat Schultz calling off the dogs here with the press.
So 30-0 lead with 3:30 remaining in the first half. Probably at this time, just let your defense set itself up. And corner three, no good. Fighting for the rebound was Meter, but she can't get it. Snowbirds moving the other way, and as Jeffers tripped up, going to be a foul on number 24, Amelia Spires.
Looks like a pretty good fall, but she's up and smiling, so.
Yeah. Tough kid. Really a tough team. And it's really interesting. See, you got a lot of smiling faces on this court. Sometimes you get a lot of angry faces. Well, that's good.
It's definitely easier when you get the score in your favor like this, but that's a sign of a good team too. That chemistry, bring it in. If you're having fun, if you love the game, that's what's going to make you better.
Exactly. So now out of bounds. We will have a timeout here. See what this timeout is called. Full timeout called by St. Mary's. That'll send us to a quick break with 3:16 remaining in the first half. It's 30-0 Snowbird lead. You're listening and watching to Next Level Broadcasting.
Gets that all the time.
It's cool. Welcome back to Next Level Broadcasting. I'm Brendan Morris, joined by Daniel Powers. 3:16 remaining in the second quarter. 30-0 lead for the Snowbirds. They have done a lot of good things, and so far defensively, just shutting out the Lady Ironmen, and just finally took away that full court press. And they have possession. They're setting up an offense. Shooting has been well this second quarter for the Snowbirds as they're moving around. Jeffers has it. Up top to Merrill. Back to Jeffers. Jeffers working on Emily Anger. That's Glasby over to McKinley now. McKinley's had a few good looks from that spot where she's at right now. And she goes baseline, gets the pass from Glasby, but it's stolen. Francesca Meter now with it. And the Ironmen go the other way.
Nice drive all the way in.
And all the way to the basket. That was one of the first looks or first transition that Mancelona has had where they haven't felt the pressure going across court.
Yeah, right now they're just looking for anything here. Just get some points on the board.
So Mancelona possession. They're under their basket. I mean, this is a good spot to try and draw up some play real quick where you can get on the board. Emma Mosier with it now. Back to Ellis Ram. She goes baseline. She's backed up. Can't get a clean look. Typically, those kind of shots aren't going to go in that many times. And now the Snowbirds back the other way. Bevel, baseline. Bevel, no good. Now Kaylee Morris the other way. She's facing 5 St. Mary's defenders. And gives it up. It will stay in bounds. Snowbirds the other way.
Now, a lot of the sport is mental, too, and a good team, even in a down 30-0, we have seen no lessening of the hustle on the Mancelona side.
Right. Yeah, it's tough to be down 30 points, but still got to hustle, and that 3-point up and no good. Foul on the shot. And you'll learn a lot about yourselves in these kind of games. When you're losing by a rather large margin early on, the fight keeps going, and hey, it is overall it's high school basketball. There's always learning lessons in here, and at the line now shooting. That's Jeffers getting 2 shots. The first one falls. We're gonna have some substitutions now checking in for the Ironmen. Number 20, it's Julia Kirby. Number 24. Amelia Spires. And now Schultz back in for the Lady Snowbirds.
Miriam Morell goes out for her. Now Kaylee Jeffers at the line. Just great to see a young player like this take such a leadership role on this team.
Yeah, and Jeffers, Jeffers just a sophomore. Just a freshman.
Yeah.
Just a freshman. That's impressive. Wow.
And she's just playing like she's a senior. She's dominant, confident, athletic.
Ironman with possession. Inside, that pass just a little weary from Meter. She was looking for Ella Schramm, couldn't find her. Now the Snowbirds take over. Bevel will take her time across court. Now she wants to speed things up. Schultz almost. Ooh, I was about to get excited, but it's all right.
So close, Like we mentioned earlier, St. Mary's has had a lot of good teams in the past years, and that program is, it just keeps you getting better and better and better.
And you see some young kids in the crowd right now, probably go to St. Mary's. They see this team. These girls, when they were younger, they were seeing the girls before them, and that just kind of keeps passing on. You always feel it in the school and in the community. And
it brings a whole lot. Excitement, energy.
And a first free throw and first point of the game good by the Ironmen. That's Francesca Meter at the line, shooting her second shot. And both of those good.
Nice. Successful trip to the line. Get some points on the board. But
And
answered right
shot
away.
Is up, like you said, answered.
Caroline Gilling. Another young player, too.
Yeah. And a steal by St. Mary's. Really, Bevel all over the place. Bevel seems to be in Roadrunner mode right now. Bevel has it, goes right side, through the defense, draws the foul. Right there. So that foul is going to be, I believe, on number 23, Emily Anger. Now that'll send Macy Bevel to the line to shoot a pair of free throws. A lot of looks at the line now for St. Mary's so far early on in this contest. 103 remaining in this second quarter. 33-2 is your score.
And on both sides, too. A lot of trips to the line this game. It's a lot of fouls.
Right. And that first one good.
A lot of spiral on that shot. A lot of practice goes into that.
And that one misses. Almost Bevel trying to go get her own rebound. I believe There was a foul called, though, and actually, they're going to call a foul on Ella Schramm for the Ironmen. Kind of was holding Bebel back. So now Bebel right back at the line with 2 shots. And the double bonus now.
Not a great foul, but definitely understandable foul. Right. At this point in the game, you're trying to get anything you can.
First one good there. And both shots good. Good rotation on the ball, like you said. And now the Ironmen, with under a minute remaining, they try and get something going into halftime. We've got Amelia Spires between her legs. Now that goes to Ava Schultz. She has it left side. Taking it all away. Nope, she'll kind of bring it back outside. Back to Bebel. Schultz with it across court. Gilling. Now Macy Bebel. She's guarded by Ella Schramm.
Great ball movement on the Snowbird side of things.
McKinley up top. Now back to Bebel. See, Ava Schultz was going across the baseline. Now she has it. Now she takes it baseline. Little spin. Shot no good. Second chance.
Gets her own rebound.
That one is good. Nice second chance opportunity there. Good look. Now Mancelona with it. 10 seconds and counting. Out of bounds. That'll stop the clock at 9 seconds. St. Mary's will have possession. See if they can get one more quick shot up before the half.
On top of this athleticism, we see a lot of composure, just calm, collected decisions on the St. Mary's end. And
they're not going to listen to me at all. They're just going to let the clock wind down. Mancelona was a little excited, trying to get not bad energy there. So that is our first 2 quarters of play in the book. It is 38-2. And we'll be back with your halftime presentation. But first, let's hear from our sponsors. This is Next Level Broadcasting.
We all know that Jimmy John's is everyone's go-to option for freaky fast subs. But did you know that they're unveiling new menu options? That's right, Jimmy John's new menu has something for everyone and is a great way to feed the whole family. So, whether you're watching the big game, hard at work, or taking the family out to eat, Jimmy John's wants to make finding a gourmet sandwich easy. The crew of Next Level Broadcasting trusts their pregame meals to Jimmy John's, and you should too, at Jimmy John's in Gaylord.
Are you sick and tired of monotonous family dinners? Then you need to call an audible and let BC Pizza take care of the rest. They've been the best source of handmade, hometown gourmet pizzas since 1988. And with over 30 locations, they're built to serve you. Their presence in each community has been second to none. BC Pizza has a wide variety of menu options, including salads, grinders, and of course, their famous pizza. BC Pizza, the best choice pizza.
Are you interested in building a new home or renovating an existing one? With over 100 years of combined experience, J&J Construction is one of the most reliable and respected general contractors in our service area. J&J is a trusted construction partner valued by architects, subcontractors, financiers, and most of all, their clients. J&J Construction has been completing quality homes and improvement projects that add value to the communities they serve. They bring a passion for innovation and a commitment to quality to every job they do. Call them today.
Vision Source and Gaylord Eye Care are proud to be offering their services to local communities across northern Michigan. With locations in Gaylord, Point City, Bel Air, and Sheboygan, they're committed to serving you and providing a trusted source of credentials and expertise. If you're struggling with anything vision related, then don't hesitate to schedule a consultation and meet their friendly and experienced staff for yourself.
Halftime show. I'm Pat O'Connor, joined by Charles Strail, Daniel Smith.
It's a toss to Backlund, up the left side. Breaks one tackle, he's in! Enough. Chris Kashoniak looks up the middle to Cordy. It is complete. Great catch. Conrad Cordy. Nothing but green after the stiff arm. Touchdown Snowbirds. What a play. The snap is good. Hold is good. Kick is up. The kick is no good.
Today I'm going to tell you about sportsmanship because it's important. Treat your opponents the way you would want to be treated. My mom says that. Listen to the referees. It's their job. Be nice to their team and our team. Cheer them on. Always play fair. It's the right thing to do. It's sportsmanship. It's not that hard.
Are you interested in building a new home or renovating an existing one? With over 100 years of combined experience, J&J Construction is one of the most reliable and respected general contractors in our service area. J&J is a trusted construction partner valued by architects, subcontractors, financiers, and most of all, their clients. J&J Construction has been completing quality homes and improvement projects that add value to the communities they serve. They bring a passion for innovation and a commitment to quality to every job they do. Call them today.
Hello, welcome back to Next Level Broadcasting. I am Brendan Morris, joined by Daniel Powers for your halftime presentation. And it's a 38-2 score right now. Snowbirds in a commanding lead. And right now I want to go to our statistician, Nick Wenzel, who not only is doing stats tonight, but in the short time I've known him and gotten to know him, I like to call him maybe the Gaylord genie. He seems to know everything about Gaylord basketball. So we're going to go ahead and hand the headset to Nick and let him break down the halftime stats.
All right, we have Macy with 5 points. We have Emma Glasby with 2 points. We have Kaylee Jeffers with 1. And we have Ava with 2. My bad. Correction, 3. Macy. Oh, I already did Macy. We have Emma McKinley, number 12, with 1. We have Caroline Gilling with 1. On free throws, we have Gilling on 1. We have Macy with 4 free throws. And then we have Kaylee Jeffers, number 24, with 1 free throw.
Now, Nick, outside of the numbers, you're here every week watching all the games. What are you seeing just in the team? How are they playing?
I'm seeing a lot of confidence, a lot of, help, a lot of teamwork out there, a lot of effort. We struggle on a couple of plays, but, we work it out and get better. And, I like to see, a lot more effort out of the girls. And, I'm seeing a lot of good shots, a lot of threes being put up, a lot of good rebounds, a lot of good layups being put up and put in. But we're doing a great job so far.
Yeah, I agree. So it's now you have a fantasy high school basketball. Who you taking on this team?
On this team for our Snowbirds,
Yeah.
I got number 14 of Ava Schultz.
Good choice. Good choice. Now, I might take Macy Bevel on this. That's a
Macy-
good pair, but
Macy does a great job too. I got to give her effort. Because I talked to her. She usually helps me out with a couple moves because I used to play basketball too. So, I call her. I gave her the nickname the Hot Rod. So
that's
she's
a good one.
got the jet shoes, as you can see. She runs up and down that court like a hot rod.
And you have family in the team, right? You got a cousin?
I do. I'm a McKinley. And she hit a great 3 tonight, and I'm very proud of that. And I was very proud of the way she's playing so far.
Yeah.
So I can't wait, and I'm looking forward to seeing her shoot more. So
Some good observations. Yeah. Thanks for giving them out.
no problem.
All right, thank you, Nick Wenzel, or as I'm going to start calling you, the Gaylord Genie. That's going to be the nickname I'm coming up for you, whether he likes it or not. All right, so once again, thank you, Nick, for breaking that down. And now as we get things underway, real quick, just give me what you expect to see from St. Mary's going into the second half, Daniel.
I think it's going to be a lot of the same. We're going to see that athleticism keep going through that. They're going to come out of that press, but a lot of confidence. Like Nick said, a lot of confidence, pressure.
Yeah, and so far, I mean, you don't want to go into cruise control mode. You don't want to say, oh, well, we're up by 36 points. We don't need to try. Obviously, you're not going to see that out of a Pat Schultz team, but we'll just see if maybe they can try and get a few extra looks, not with this decent lead, maybe a few looks that'll something they haven't tried before.
Yeah, like you're saying, with this coaching, I've heard them out in the hallways after winning games, running down the hallway. Pat Schultz never satisfied.
Early three there. That was Jeffers with the look. Going to be no good, and now the Ironmen will take possession. We'll see what the Ironmen, if they had any adjustments going into halftime. Yeah, they're not going to have to deal with the full court press as they get across half court. This is Francesca Meter with possession. She looks inside to Amelia Spires. Shot is up, no good. Rebounded by the Ironmen. Nope, loose ball. Now Bevel has it. Macy Bevel, good look. She's had a solid dribbling performance all game long.
And Brendan, like we're talking about Pat Schultz, the never satisfied, it got passed down to his daughter Ava just before everyone else at halftime out here shooting free throws.
Right. Yeah. There was 6 seconds left, or sorry, 6 minutes left, and she was already out here shooting free throws, just working on her shot. It was really impressive.
She's always wanted to get better. It makes you a great player.
So once again, 38-2 is the score here in the beginning of the third quarter. Just over 7 minutes now. Little backdoor. That almost looked like a travel, but Ella Schramm got away with one right there. Shot was no good either way. And inside, it was Ava Schultz. Looks like it's going to stick with the Snowbirds.
I'm going to go a little off topic here. I do need to give a shout out to Alex Pudvin.
Alex Pudvin.
Alumnus of St. Mary's, home for the holidays. He's constantly supporting, and he's here at the game with us now.
Right. Heck yeah, Alex Pudvin. The name seems familiar.
He got called a lot 2 years ago when he was playing on the team.
And now we had a rebound there. The Ironmen take possession, moving left to right. That's Francesca Meter with possession inside. Ball's loose, out of bounds. It's going to stay possession with the Snowbirds. Or sorry, with the Ironmen. And they haven't had a whole lot of luck with their inbound plays thus far.
Nice offensive rebound, though.
Right, Francesca Meter.
And puts it in.
Yeah, Francesca,
Right.
Francesca Meter now backing down the defender. St. Mary's the other way. Corner three, Babel, no good. Good rebound there inside by Glasby. She still has it. Out to Schultz, back to Bebel. Bebel up top. Bebel driving in. Good bounce pass, maybe a little heavy, and went off the foot there of Glasby, out of bounds. Ironmen now take over.
We mentioned earlier the mental aspect of this game. Now, as Mancelona coach, what are you going to say to your girls in the locker room?
Right. I would say if you're Coach Wilcox, you got to stay calm. All right? Don't get in your own head, because once you get in your own head, even with this score, I mean, you're not going to make things any better. Got to relax. Try and look back at what we talked about in practice. Things aren't going to happen naturally. You know, just because you get in a good mood, it's not going to just fix everything, but it's a step in the right direction. And Coach Wilcox, he is definitely a really good coach, just at least with getting his ladies to understand some of the basics of things. And although they might not be able to execute, still really good coach trying to teach some ladies the game of basketball.
And a real testament to his coaching and the attitudes of the girls. They're still out here hustling and putting everything out here, trying to get better. And that's all you can do in a game like this.
Snowbirds moving it around. 4 players up top around the perimeter. Now we're going to move out 5. Going with a little motion offense. That's a 3-point shot. That's set up. And they were moving around. I think they were testing it, see where the soft spot was in the defense. A nice 3 there by Bebel. 3-point has been a nice little tidbit for this team, this game so far.
I think Bebel's trying to prove something to herself there after missing a couple in the first half. She's
right. And they haven't really needed the 3, but now they've gotten a few good looks so far. So
definitely.
And that was a missed 3 by the Lady Ironmen, and that'll send Amelia Spires to the line. I'm not gonna lie, I think there was a little talking between Bebel and Amelia Spires, who's at the line. I don't know if she liked to follow that. I thought there was a little chirp in there. That's always cool to see.
It adds some to the game, you know.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we don't have players mic'd up at the high school level.
Not yet.
Not yet. But hey, here on Next Level Broadcasting, things can always be at the forefront of that.
Dropping hints at Charles Strail. Come on, Louis.
Yeah, Charles.
Add to the budget.
Yeah, Charles is a busy man. I don't know if he's listening at all, but if he does have a chance to hear this, I'm sure he'll love the idea of having mic'd up players. That free throw good. 41-5 now is your score. Just under 5 minutes remaining in this third quarter. Snowbirds setting up their offense. Over the perimeter again. Ava Schultz had it inside a little too.
Bit of a high pass, I think.
Right. Some heat on that one. Now Kaylee Morris will get the inbound, bring it back to Francesca Meter, who will set up their offense. Inside to Alyssa Keel. She goes up. Good shot. That falls.
What I saw there after that missed pass there, it's right away Ava's going to the younger Caroline Gilling and just saying, it's all right, hey, we're going to learn from that.
Right, here we go.
That, again, goes back to the culture, the program. That's how this team, they keep having successful teams.
Right. Young learning from the vet there. And we are going to have a timeout, so we'll hear from a quick sponsor. Full timeout called. You're watching Next Level Broadcasting.
I'm Ryan Beningo, but you might know me for my business, Professional Seamless Gutters, where we specialize in, you guessed it, everything gutters. New installation, replacements, cleaning, leaf guards, rain chains, and much more. But unlike many service providers, when you call Professional Seamless Gutters, you get me, Orion, not some bum intern or call center recording. So when you're contemplating any services regarding the gutters on your home or pole barn, think Professional Seamless Gutters.
Vision Source and Gaylord Eye Care are proud to be offering their services to local communities across northern Michigan. With locations in Gaylord, Point City, Bel Air, and Sheboygan, they're committed to serving you and providing a trusted source of credentials and expertise. If you're struggling with anything vision related, then don't hesitate to schedule a consultation and meet their friendly and experienced staff for yourself.
Welcome back to Next Level Broadcasting. Brendan Morris joined by Daniel Powers. 4:24 remaining in the third quarter. St. Mary's with a commanding 41-7 lead over the visiting Mancelona Ironmen.
Not much change in the Snowbird play, but I don't know what Coach Wilcox said in the locker room, but they've picked up the scoring on the Ironmen.
Right. They've gotten inside looks a little bit more. Not so timid in their passing as much.
Sometimes it just takes a wake up call. Excuse me.
You can't get all these points back at once. Do what you can. Yeah. Inside look there. Ella Jones look no good.
And a good pass, but again with the finishing.
Right. Finishing's off. That was a good fight there between Francesca. Good fight there between Francesca, number 23. That's Emily Anger.
Now, I got to play with Kaylee's brother, Brody, in high school, and I've seen a lot of similar traits in these two.
There we go. Yeah, Brody Jeffers, very good ball player.
Good aggression, sometimes hitting the ground with both of them, but they always get up. Can't keep a Jeffers down from my experience.
Ava Schultz good for 2 there. Inside look there, no good by Alyssa Keel.
Nice rebound by Ava Schultz.
Yeah, Ava Schultz with the rebound, taking it herself the other way. To Merrill, over to Jeffers, now to Bevel, the three-point look.
And it's in.
Good. Wow. And they just kind of worked it around the perimeter until they found the open shot by Bevel. Now Kaylee Morris with it.
Macy Bevel turned to switch in the locker room at halftime, and she's just on now.
Alyssa Keel with a little jumper, no good. Corner look, 3, no good. Cannot give her too many open looks. So out of bounds, looks like the Ironmen will take possession. Some substitutions checking in for both sides. Looks like McKinley and Gilling back in now for St. Mary's. Also Glasby in. Emily Anger driving into the corner, bounces it back out.
I'm seeing more ball movement this half. And
yeah, a lot more ball movement. That's at least going to open up or at least relieve that defensive pressure they face, but still, bad pass there. Now St. Mary's with a wide open look. That one no good, but hey, that's a really good look there by Miriam Morrell, and I'm sure those can fall eventually when you give her enough open looks like that. Also, real quick, probably shout out the St. Mary's student section, wearing some Christmas gear right now.
It's a pajama theme, it looks like.
Yeah, pajama theme? Maybe Christmas, is it?
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. I mean, you can wear Christmas stuff while you're going to bed.
Yeah.
Christmas stuff and be pajamas.
Hogan McKinley with a reindeer onesie.
There we go. That's the one I was curious about, if that was a reindeer. So now we have a foul, and that'll send that will actually send Alyssa Keel to the line to shoot. Getting 2 shots. The first one good.
And Brendan, just how important is the student section in a game?
I would say student section is important. Maybe not necessarily in a game like this when it's 46-8, but in those close contests, student sections mean a lot. I mean, very important. They hype you up. They hype the fans up. Gets the energy loud. I'd say they're very important.
Yeah, I totally agree. It's in the close games, you get someone to get loud, looking over.
Yeah, the energy is always just picked up when you have a nice loud student section. So, and St. Mary's, after a little bit of a confusion, they are now with possession, moving across right down the middle. What a look! And no good. Man, that was a solid drive by Bevel. Pass it off to Glasby. Glasby had the open shot. Couldn't make it. Couldn't have it fall though.
Emery Blues make your first appearance of the night. Coming off of the JV team.
So Emery,
her 5th quarter.
There we go. She's just a freshman as well. Shot up. Foul on the shot. And I love it. Every time a Snowbird, one of their players, gets fouled or something happens, you got all the other teammates coming right up to her and, hey, good job, keep it up. Now at the line to shoot, this is Miriam Morrell.
Miriam, a junior this year.
First
Probably
shot.
looking to step up next year along with Jeffers, and we see Emery Blues out here waiting for their opportunity and doing what they can to support their seniors right now. Emma Glasby with the rebound.
Up top, McKinley with it. McKinley over to Morrell. She's got it. Guarded by Alyssa Keel. No problem up. Shot no good, though.
A skip pass like that is a lot to move that defense more than they want to.
Now we'll see how Mancelona has to respond. Quick shot there by Anger. Maybe not the best look. Got her own rebound, but then out of bounds off her foot. And Snowbirds take over.
I've seen a lot of hustle from Anger this game, and a lot of getting her own rebounds.
Right. And, one of her first games back from injury. I know she's been wanting to play, maybe playing a little aggressively at times and maybe just throwing up some shots you wouldn't exactly recommend, but just trying to get in some kind of rhythm, just trying to get warmed up still, even though it's in the third quarter.
Tell you what, though, as a coach, I'd rather have the problem of trying to cool my players down than trying to get them hyped up.
Right. Snowbirds with it, moving around the perimeter. They've done a great job passing the ball so far. And loose ball. It's actually off, so yeah, that's a tough call. Mancelona, I think they were expecting it to be off the Snowbirds. They let it go out of bounds, but it was last touched by the Ironmen. Inbound play for the Snowbirds. It's going to go to Jeffers. Now Morel with it. Quick three. That one no good.
Emery Bloost.
Emery Bloost getting some shots in now with her action in this game.
Really taking advantage of the time she gets in the varsity games.
Yeah, and this is a perfect moment for Pat Schultz to do that. Get some of your other players in that might not get as much time. This is a perfect opportunity. 47-8 now. 25 seconds remaining in the third quarter.
Ooh, a hard screen.
That was a tough screen by Amelia Spires. And I don't know if that's necessarily, a hard hit. I just think McKinley was a little taken aback by that. I think.
Yeah, it was fair screen. No movement on her part. It's just a lot of momentum, and
almost like
she
a
was
wall.
ready for it.
But McKinley, tough. Walks it off. Now Jeffers up the court quickly. She goes over to McKinley. Goes over to Morel. Morel passes to Bloost. Back to McKinley. Morel up top. Trying to break this defense. McKinley, three-pointer as time expires just before the buzzer. McKinley for three. That makes it 50-8 now going into the final quarter of action. And great shooting so far by the Snowbirds.
It doesn't have a great effect on the game at this point, but it's still a buzzer beater always feels real good.
Always feels good. So we have one more quarter of action. We'll take a quick break here from our sponsors, and we'll be back with the final quarter of play here at Monsignor Kaminsky Gym in Gaylord. This is Next Level Broadcasting.
Are you interested in building a new home or renovating an existing one? With over 100 years of combined experience, J&J Construction is one of the most reliable and respected general contractors in our service area. J&J is a trusted construction partner valued by architects, subcontractors, financiers, and most of all, their clients. J&J Construction has been completing quality homes and improvement projects that add value to the communities they serve. They bring a passion for innovation and a commitment to quality to every job they do. Call them today.
Vision Source and Gaylord Eye Care are proud to be offering their services to local communities across northern Michigan. With locations in Gaylord, Boyne City, Bel Air, and Sheboygan, they're committed to serving you and providing a trusted source of credentials and expertise. If you're struggling with anything vision related, then don't hesitate to schedule a consultation and meet their friendly and experienced staff for yourself.
Welcome back to Next Level Broadcasting. Brendan Morris joined by Daniel Bowers for the fourth and final quarter of play. You're at Monsignor Kaminsky Gym. Gaylord St. Mary's hosting the Mancelona Ironmen. 50-8 is the score. It's been a runaway game for the Snowbirds. A lot of great shooting by Schultz and Bebel, and McKinley just had a three to end the third quarter. Now we begin this quarter with Mancelona in possession. So Francesca Meter crosses half court. She's defended by McKinley. Over to Anger. Anger inside to Francesca Meter. No good. Rebound by the Snowbirds. And we do have a foul. Francesca Meter trying to get that ball back. So she fouled Miriam Morel. And now Snowbirds with possession.
Brendan, before I forget, we're out here talking, but we have a lot of help here. We have Johnny Burkhart on the camera.
Right.
Going crazy. We heard from Nick giving us some stats, and Tyler Bowerman. I don't know about you, but I'm clueless about the technology stuff.
Yeah, so you and I got a lot of stuff out, but we looked at it before the broadcast, like, I'm not really sure how this goes together. And luckily Tyler coming in here clutch, running things, running the board, doing a lot of good stuff. Thank you, Tyler. Thanks to the whole team helping out with this broadcast tonight. Now Snowbirds moving around the perimeter. They've done a good job passing it off, finding some open looks.
Speaking of good team, Snowbirds just still continuing that.
I'm Ryan Beningo, but you might know me for my business, Professional Seamless Gutters, where we specialize in, you guessed it, everything gutters. New installation, replacements, cleaning, leaf guards, rain chains, and much more. But unlike many service providers, when you call Professional Seamless Gutters, you get me, Orion, not some bum intern or call center recording. So when you're contemplating any...
Might have called a foul on... Yeah, not sure who they called a foul on, but you do have a full substitution group for Mancelona.
I also want to mention a real good group of officials we have tonight. Making the right calls, sticking with it. No complaints from either side.
Yeah, and that's good too. You see a lot of games at the high school level, and you always hear, fans or players or coaches getting angry. The yelling matches start, the complaining, and none of that here, which is really good because it is a high school athletic event. You don't need, this isn't for all the marbles in the world. So it's nice when you can just relax and not worry about someone getting kicked out of a game for yelling and arguing with the refs. St. Mary's with possession. They move it around. It's a corner three by McKinley. No good. Dribbling back out. Bluest with it. Back to McKinley. That seems to be her sweet spot. Glasby back outside. Jeffers now. McKinley. Corner. Good! That is her spot. Corner threes are her deal. And she's eaten well from the three-point line today.
And I'm seeing some younger Snowbirds checking in. I had to guess, and think they're gonna leave Emory in and have a full JV court out here.
There we go. Mancelona just trying to have some success down low. Not a whole lot working for the Lady Ironmen. And now we do have a full slate of substitutions. Everyone's coming out except
Emory Blues.
There we go. Yeah. So now, like you said, we got a full JV squad on right now. That's got to feel pretty good for the Snowbird in the stands, getting to watch your kid during JV and during varsity. So there we go. So 4:47 remaining in the ball game. We do have a timeout. That'll give us another chance to thank some of our sponsors, and we'll be right back. This is Next Level Broadcasting. Hello, welcome back to Next Level Broadcasting. Brendan Morris joined by Daniel Powers. 4:47 remaining in the ball game. It's a commanding lead for St. Mary's, 53-8. Your Snowbirds are currently leading over the Lady Ironmen of Mancelona. And after that inbounds, it's going to stick with Mancelona. Out of bounds, that's off the foot. Peyton Glasby, and just before the break, we had a lot of substitutions checking in for St. Mary's, and I believe all JV players on the court right now. The majority of JV players, at least. So there is a shot there by Alyssa Keel. She was fouled. She will now go to the line to shoot some free throws. And yeah, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, but this whole roster might be a JV squad that's on the court right now.
I think so.
And first shot, no good by Alyssa Keel. And looks like Mancelona will send in a full group of substitutions as well. That shot is good by Alyssa Keel off the backboard. And now we will have the substitutions checking in. St. Mary's with possession, 53-9. Your score with just over 3 minutes remaining in the contest.
Now we had a very impressive game from Ava Schultz, Macy Bevel, Emma McKinley, Emma Glasby, but a key player who's usually in Sydney Grzinski is out this game due to injury.
So Sydney Grzinski, you mentioned that during when we were off air. Yeah, that's tough when you're missing one of your key players, but I think they handled the competition really well tonight. Had a lot of good looks from a lot of different players. Really good when you have multiple players you can kind of rely on.
And you see Sydney right on the bench there, still supporting her team. Even if she's not in, she's still ready to do whatever she can.
There we go. So Mancelona now inbounding it. Running their stack play. Emily Anger trying to set up an offense. Goes inside to Ella Jones, tries to back down the defense.
Looks like a block by Peyton Glasby, the younger sister of Emma Glasby. Also saw some heads-up defense by Elira Cook. Good job switching on that cut.
And nice defense there. Gilling with it. And now up the court, Elira Cook. She's over to Bloost. And I believe they're going to give that to Mancelona. No, it will stay with St. Mary's.
A great pass by Cook. It didn't work out, but great vision.
Yeah, and the ball might be a little bit sloppier. The movement might be a little sloppier right now, but that's because you have all JV players in right now at the varsity level. So it's just good that. And loose ball. Nah, it's just good that they're getting that experience. Yes, all right. I had to hold my breath for a second. Thought something crazy was about to happen, but Mancelona will now take over possession. And now under 2 minutes remaining. Pat Schultz got to feel good about what his starters did with Ava Schultz, Macy Bevel doing good things. That basket good there by Francesca Meter. Gets them to 11 points now.
Yeah, pretty clear victory, but still not 100% certain that Coach Schultz will have him some excitement on the court.
So foul on the shot. You hear people get a little loud. The St. Mary's bench, it gets excited. They love it. Elira Cook, she gets fouled at the line, gets the and one opportunity because she just made that basket.
As a young player, that's a great feeling to have that support from your older teammates, your mentors.
Right.
It's just, and she puts it in.
Nice. That's what you love to see.
Great move by the young Cook.
Now Emily Anger with it. Shot no good. Still being aggressive. Emily Anger fighting for it. I know some people might see that as silly, but no, even though this game is kind of wrapped up, still like to see the fight. Never give up my mentality. It's now Bloost with it. She handles it across court.
That's the mentality in Francesca Meter there.
Right.
Aggressive defense.
And now St. Mary's just trying to take some time up, get the play set up, at least get an open look around the perimeter. Glasby.
A nice poke by Julia Kirby there.
Now Thompson with it. And it's going to be an errant pass out of bounds. Clock is still rolling, though, with the point deficit, so 15 seconds and counting. What a great performance by the St. Mary's Snowbirds at home in front of their home crowd. Gotta love it. Quick shot by Meter. That shot is good. 54-13 now. But once again, Pat Schultz got to be happy about this. Like you said, maybe he's not. Maybe he can still find something to work on, which you always can.
A coach always can,
A coach can. You can win by 1,000,000 points, and the coach will always find something to fix. But once again, a great performance. That will wrap it up. Final score 54-13. Your Gaylord St. Mary's Snowbirds are victorious at home. And congratulations, or at least shout out to the Mancelona Lady Ironmen on coming in here and a hard-fought win. And once again, just thank you to everyone for listening, for watching. Thank you, Dana, for letting me join you on the broadcast.
Thank
you to Tyler for everything. The whole team, great game. Appreciate everyone for watching. This has been another edition of Next Level Broadcasting. You have a good night. Trying to figure out